Well, if we say the words historical, Mighty Mac, and tip of the mitt, you probably have an idea of the fabulous destination we're talking about. It's Mackinac City.
Yeah, it's no doubt. It's a place that thousands visit each year while taking in the sights. Recently, in today's My Vacay segment, we're going to take you inside the walls of Fort Michilimackinac. Take a look.
So we're here at Colonial Michilimackinac in Mackinac City. This is a reconstructed, fortified fur trading community. It's something that existed here for about 65 years, from about 1715 through 1781, and it's a center of the Great Lakes fur trade. This is a distribution center for all sorts of things. It's a collection center for furs coming in from all over the Western Great Lakes. There are French-Canadian people here, Anishinaabe people here, British people here, soldiers, civilians, merchants, traders. Everybody's here because of that fur trade. The Europeans were very interested in furs. That is the natural resource that was being exploited. If it's got fur on it, they're interested in it in some way. But the gold standard is generally beaver. And beaver and many of those other furs actually end up being used as hats. So think about a hat that someone like George Washington would be wearing. Those are made out of fur. And so there's a huge demand for that. And it's all due to fashion. That's what drives the whole economy out here for about 200 years. The British authorities who controlled Michilimackinac began to be concerned that this place was not defensible. It does have a wall around it. There were soldiers stationed here. They have artillery like we just saw. But they made the decision to begin relocating over to Mackinac Island, actually taking apart many of the buildings piece by piece, moving them over there, putting them back together, either inside the new fort that they built up on a bluff, Fort Mackinac, or in the new community that they built down along the shoreline that's still there today in downtown Mackinac Island. When people come to visit today, we are truly trying to interpret the entire community here. So it's not just the military aspect, it's not just the fur trade aspect. We're trying to encompass everybody who was here and at least talk about them if we can't physically represent them. You can go and actually watch the archaeologists at work. They're out here right now, actually excavating pieces of the past. We have programs throughout the day, things like that cannon firing. We fire a mortar, we've got musket firings, but then we have a variety of other programs focusing on women who lived here historically, because this truly is a community. There were men, women, and children of a variety of different nationalities living here, so we try and talk about all of them. We have programs about the gardens and the foods that people were eating here. We have a program about the enslaved community here. And this year, we're kind of focusing a little bit more specifically on the year 1778. We've been walking through year by year the American Revolution for the past few years now. And this year it's 1778, so we're talking just a little bit more specifically about what happened then. But we're always happy to talk about all of the history, going way back into prehistory when the indigenous people were here all the way up through today. We're constantly updating our program, so our enslaved community program was honed just a little bit as a result of ongoing research, because none of this stuff is static. As I continue to do more research, or as my coworkers do more research and we learn more, we update it. We have a number of new exhibits that we've added over the past few years. The commanding officer's house is completely renovated. The barracks is completely renovated. We have a brand new orientation film down in the King's Storehouse. So especially if someone hasn't been here in the last couple of years, there's a lot of new things to see. We do also have brand new activities. We've got a couple of new programs that we're going to be rolling out here in about a week, letting people get their hands on history, unpacking a trade bale, getting up close with some of the artillery pieces. And then this year, for the first year, we actually have a program called Guns Across the Straits. It's an after-hours program, but people do have an opportunity to come in and actually fire all the black powder weapons that we use for demonstration. The person who's perhaps most famous is Robert Rogers of Rogers Rangers. He was the commanding officer here. Rogers rules of ranging are still used by Army Rangers today. Michilimackinac, unfortunately, was kind of his undoing. He was world famous when he came here. People would have known who he was, and he got embroiled in some controversy, and unfortunately it was kind of the end of his career. But he's probably the most famous person to ever actually be here at Michilimackinac. This year we are open every day through October 8th. And then at the very end of the year, we have a couple of special events. But until then, every day we are here, rain or shine, so we'd love for people to come visit.
And to learn more about what's going on all around Mackinac City, it's pretty simple, MackinacCity.com.
We get to go back.
We do.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I
Yeah.
am